All right. Hey, welcome to the Urban Economic Empowerment Show. Y'all already know what time it is. If you haven't already gotten it in, it is stash party time. Make sure you got your stash party in. Okay, let me go ahead and get the stash party. Bam, bam, and bam, 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 bam. Hey, boom. Simple as ABC. One, two, three. So I hope you guys have gotten your stash party in. Bam. Marquise, you get your stash party in?
Nah, I think I kind of missed it. I ain't gonna lie.
You still got time?
Oh, for real, I'm over here trying to set up my keyboard, so I don't even know I'm gonna be able to log in on time.
It ends at 9.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, it ends at 9. So while you getting all set up and doing your thing over there, I wanna build off of something I did this morning. So this morning I did let me bring it up so I can share with the people. Let me minimize this. So this morning I did. Oh Lord, I hope I saved it. I did. I talked about doing a vision board and making sure that you do something that's relevant, right? That you can narrow it down, get down to the nitty gritty of. Oh my goodness, did I not save it? Okay, y'all, stand by. I know I didn't do all of that work and I didn't save it. Peace, power, and profit to everybody who's coming in. I am working on getting back into this business mindset of mine, making sure that I share with you all some information that you could use in your businesses. And, you know, let me see. I can't believe it. I did a whole presentation this morning. Okay. And I don't have it. Wow. This is crazy. I thought I saved it, y'all. I had did a presentation on a vision board. So I wanted to talk about vision boards, and many people do vision boards at the beginning of the year. And when you do those vision boards, you usually put information or pictures on it for goals that you want to reach in the future. And so, what I want to do, what I want to do today is I want to show you how you have to start thinking about narrowing those, getting creating milestones to get to those particular goals that you want in life. Um, and so I'm gonna open up a PowerPoint and kind of show you what I mean by that. Let's see. Do I even have the? Wow, the whole thing is gone. That's interesting. I lost it. Okay, I'm gonna use the whiteboard. So this morning, doing my early morning workout, I drafted out a vision board. I wanted to share with you all because I wanted to do a business one, right? So some people may have owning a business as one of their objectives for their on their vision board that they created in January. So I want to kind of narrow it down and show you all what you should be doing to get to those goals. Because sometimes we have the overall goals, but then we don't create objectives or we don't create processes to get to that. Okay, so I'm gonna call this lamb.
Preach, preach.
And so I'm gonna write it out first because one thing you should have is a notebook, especially if you're a business owner. Ideas come out up through the day. Don't expect yourself to remember those ideas when you can take out your little notebook, boom, write it down real quick, or maybe create voice memos, right? So I'm gonna use my words first, and then call me pseudo. I don't care. Y'all call me what you want. But I believe in doing it the manual way first, and then turn into technology. I think that many people have um have used technology, and they forget the basics. And I just got this looking all lopsided, so let me start this drama over. Okay, so I'm gonna take my time. I want to show you guys something before we get into the investment side of the house. That's something, and I love this particular. I've always loved this particular words of wisdom, which is write the vision, make it plain so that when those who read it can follow it. If you didn't write it, how you expect people to follow you? Okay, let's use the text. Lamb Professional Solutions. Oh, so this is so I'm gonna narrow. So my vision board. Oh, I did this again. I keep doing that. I'm learning. I'm learning whiteboard, so y'all bear with me. Lamb Professional Solutions. Y'all, your vision boards have um too much information. So we're gonna narrow this down, right? This is the business portion. So this one little section on my vision board. And in the center of it, I want to put down um one of my goals for my business, which is a training manual. Okay, for government contractors. Because I want to keep it specific, because I have a specific group of individuals that I want to have this manual for. Okay, are those who expand in business. Okay, now how am I going to get to this particular objective? Right, I'm going to. So the first thing I would need is a notebook, because I need to be able to write out my plan. The next thing I need is um, I need dictionary slash yeah, a dictionary. I also need, what else I'm gonna need to do my little book. I need some. I need to get let's see, what else will I think I need for my book. I need some pens and pencils. I like writing with pencils. I also need some sticky notes. I need what else I might need. I need a binder. I need I need highlighters, and I need I'm gonna say magazines. So magazines. Okay, yep. All right. So now, if I was, so these are the things I would need to get started. But I'm gonna change this up because I had a little I couldn't remember how I wanted to create this strategy because I don't have the one I did this morning. But it's okay because I remember now. So these are all the tools I would need to start off to create my manual. So I cannot get to my goals unless I had these manuals, okay? But I'm gonna switch it up because I'm gonna do something different. All right. So I'm going to erase all of this and I'm going to do a different one. I'm going to do a different one. All right. Now, this time I'm going to say I want to train small business owners. Now watch how I switch this up. All right. And so one of my objects, because I want to be a trainer. So one of the things I'm going to have to do is join a business association. The next thing I want to do is join Chamber of Commerce. Next thing, I want to gain a relationship with a lender. Right? Then I want to seek out a training mentor. And then the other thing I want to do is practice. Oh, I'll change that to say build a training module. Build a training module. Oh, module. Okay. Bam. Now I have, this is how, by participating and joining and networking with all these individuals will help me become a small business owner, a trainer for small business. Right? Now, so this was the words. Now I'm gonna take PowerPoint and I'm gonna get some pictures. I am going to do pictures. So now that I've written it out, now I want to see it. So one thing I'm gonna do is go to Google and get training free images. Oh, free images. And I'm gonna go here. And let's see, the cool one. Just a second ago. And I'm gonna look for a training picture that I like. That I want to use. Oh, I ain't mean to do that. Now here's gonna be the problem because I left the mounts upstairs. Oh God. Let's see if I could do this without. Let's see if I can accomplish the pictures without going in. Let's see if I can accomplish this without going get that mounts. But I won't be able to do it. I was gonna show you all. Oh, it's more than one way to skin a cat. Leave it up to Mo. Leave it up. Oh, it didn't work. It didn't work. It didn't work. Let me see if I can get it. Let me see if I can get it. I'm making myself work too hard. Why didn't I just go get the darn thing from upstairs? Oh, gosh, I can't believe this. I'm working too hard. Don't do it to yourself, girl. Don't do it to yourself. Don't do it to yourself. All right. Bear with a sister. This is what I get for being hard-headed. They keep telling me, Mo, go get the mounts. Mo, go get the mounts. But you know, I want to do things the hard way. So I don't have the mounts. So now I have to crop it. Told y'all I was going to figure out a way to do it without going to get that mounts. Okay. All right. Bam. So boom. This me training in the middle. Right. What else I had on my what else I had on my whiteboard? Chamber of Commerce, join an association. All right, so let me go get me another picture. And I'm gonna say business. And you could use anything you want. I'm just for a lack of, instead of magazines and tape right now, because I'm not privy to that, I'll just use pictures like this that will represent for me. And I'm just gonna jot it on there to come up with, just to kind of show you how to create your visuals for your board. Narrow down your objectives to how you're going to get there. Okay? So that you could make this goal specific, attainable, timely, measurable, specific, measurable, attainable, timely, and realistic. I said it all out of order, but you understood what I meant. Right? So I did this morning with fitness, and I said I wanted to run a 5K that would help me get to me wearing this cool, nice, cute little dress. And it was pretty cool. I think I'll probably gonna be able to pull it out of my message group so you guys can see how I did it. And this is what I want you to do. And you see how it's taking me some time to get this done. That's the whole idea. Because while you're drafting out your plan to do this, whatever your goals are, while you're drafting it out, guess what? You'll be thinking, you'll be thinking, because you don't want to rush. You don't want to rush success. You want to take your time, right? You don't want to be in a rush for anything. Okay. You won't be in a rush for anything. I'm gonna take your time, put your stuff together, right? and, you know, get things in order. Right? That's what you want to do. So just bear with me. Bear with me. I'm getting it all together. And see, that's the thing these days. A lot of people, they want to get involved, they want to do business, but boy, they do not want to take their time. They want you to give them some money and let them do anything. Then when they get themselves into a situation, they don't know how to get themselves out of it. Why? Because they rushed. They didn't seek counsel. They didn't ask for help or support. They don't have a mentor, any of that. They just know they think they have a skill set to go forward. They think they have it all figured out. And then guess what? They get to a point and they then that's when pride sits in because they can't ask for help because they don't want no one to know that they kind of screwed up. They don't want no one to know that they kind of screwed up. Okay. And so because of that, business either fails or they start doing things and digging themselves a larger hole. They start digging a larger hole. And then you look again, they got to close the doors or they change the name or something because instead of taking their time and drafting out exactly how they was going to do whatever it is they were going to get involved in, instead of doing that, they said, oh, I know where to go get a business license. Oh, I know where to go. I know where to go apply for my articles incorporation. Oh, all I need is an EIN. Oh, I'll just be a DBA. What's this gonna be? Um, oh, let's see. So, for those who you to just tuning in, or if anybody even watching me at all, I am putting together a vision board because what I want you all to start doing is learning how to take your time, put your plan together, seek out help so that you could be a little bit more successful and prepared to do business or to accomplish your goals. We're coming up with goals and we don't have a plan in place. We don't have an outline. We just saying, I want to do this. You get in the beginning of the year, you come up with a million things, 20 different things to do. And I'm like, now how are you supposed to do all that? Oh, well, I'm really good at it. But yeah, but how are you going to do it? Is the question. I'm not saying you can't do it. I'm saying how. Like, what's your plan? Well, I'm gonna get somebody to write the business plan for me. Uh, you wonder why you're not landing no grants? Because you don't have proper planning in place. You don't have proper planning in place. So check it out. So this is my objective. Oh, wait a minute. Let me close this out. Hold on. I forgot to put the words on it. Oh gosh, I got the wrong thing up. My sexual harassment training. Go back. Let me put some words on here. Right? So remember, this was an association. This was join the Chamber of Commerce, all of which I want to join because that's where the new business things that are happening in the state, city council, all that great stuff, things that are happening there. You get to network and get some business opportunities, contract opportunities if you go hang out with the folk down there at the Chamber of Commerce. And then there's a minority Chamber of Commerce too, African American Chamber of Commerce. Then if you got a lender, you gotta know the people with the money. You need some favor. You gotta know the people with the money, definitely. Because you're gonna need some money to publish that booklet, right? Mentors. Get a mentor because you need somebody who came before you or have knowledge of what you're doing so that you don't have to make those easy mistakes. You could kind of skip over that, right? And be a little bit more advanced. I don't know why y'all like to start all over all the time. Not me. I go find somebody who knows and then draft the training manual. Bam. So now you have the picture of what it is. Now you got some pictures to go with one of my goals. Right? Boom, just like that. Just like that. So this is it. This is the vision board. One of the goals on the larger vision board, which is to have a training manual, right? One of the goals on a larger vision board. See how this come together? And the first thing I did was I wrote it out. Got some people got my little agenda book, right in my agenda book, wrote out what I'm trying to do. And then after I wrote it out, oh stop. Well, it's around here somewhere as soon as I find it. Then I created the pictures. Let me close this up. Oh, where's my other one? I'm gonna have to go through all of these goddamn things to get what I need. And I didn't save it. Oh my goodness, Monica. What are you doing? Well, I don't know where my pictures went. Oh, I'm having a time today, boy. As usual. There it goes. Let me save this. Save as. All right. Bam. All right. So now I can put them side by side so you can see. So I wrote it out and then I created so the pictures so I could see, right? And so the only reason I took my time and did it because I wanted you to see how to just kind of take your time and create your vision. Don't be so in a rush, all right? To make sure you get where you're going. Let me see. Marquise, you still here?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here taking notes.
Okay. That kind of makes sense. What I'm doing?
Yeah, definitely. I
Yeah.
got my binder right here. I mean, I've been meaning to get myself, organize myself. So this definitely helps.
Yeah. Because a lot of times I see people, they have a vision board and man, they have a lot of stuff on it. And I'm like, woo, you only got 24 hours in a day. You only got 12 months in a year. Are you going to be able to get through all that? Or are you going to just pick one thing, per year and work on it. So I learned to narrow mine down. My vision board was never packed with a whole bunch of stuff. At most, I'd put like 3, maybe 4 goals, and then I would do something like this to get to each goal. You know.
Yeah, yeah. I used to, do something similar myself. I used to have so many goals. So I'll just take some time down. Like, let me just write a to-do list. So let me do this. And I just got 100 different things, trying to categorize them and do that. And then I would rarely follow through and get everything done, or even the stuff that I needed to get done. And then I learned that I had to, all right, I like to focus on one thing, one major thing, and one minor thing at a time. And when I'm done, then I move on to the next thing. That's just what it is.
Right. Because you realize that if you don't, you're gonna go the next year, you're gonna start all over. And guess what? With them same goals. Every year I'm trying to lose a certain amount of pounds. When in actuality, all I had to do was narrow down how I was gonna do that and then focus on it and get it done. So this year was the first time I finally actually able to get something done.
I feel you, especially when you're trying to do something like establish a business, man. I definitely had to learn the hard way that, especially if you're establishing a business, when you're establishing a business, you got certain costs associated with it,
Yes.
especially reoccurring costs,
Yep.
monthly costs,
Yep.
and you're not getting done what you need to get done to cover those monthly costs. It's like you really just you got a business just to pay for it. Like you, you
flap
know,
it in flap it in the wind. I'm glad you
yeah.
said it, man. You're gonna make me go into something else. I think last week, okay, let me show this real quick. Let me see if it'll open. I'm trying to show one of the ladies in my group. Oh wait, let me go up. One of the ladies in my group. When I did mine this morning. Let me go up a little bit. The vision board. See if I can find it. Okay, yeah. Okay, so boom. This is what I did this morning. This was for my fitness. I want to be able to do a 5K run. So I put the meal prep, exercise, workout clothes, breathing exercise, and proper sleep. Make sense? That
Yep.
that's how I was gonna get to mine. So um let's see. My friend, so one of the ladies in the group, she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna do mine." So she did it before the end of the day, and this is hers. Go on a low carb diet. She want to be happy. She did a little interesting. She'll get some sneakers. She said every day have a good be a good day to work out and drink more water. Kind of cool, ain't it?
Yep. Nice and simple. And and it's
Hmm.
something too about making these things appear like psychologically feasible,
Yes.
subconsciously as well. You create all these things subconsciously. You already not as motivated because you know how much stuff you got to do. But when you got things that you accomplish, you tend to have more enthusiasm about it.
Yep. 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 So let's get at it. All right, y'all. That was your quick crash course on your urban economics. So my mental capacity is slowly coming back to put something together. I was gonna do something on investments too, but it took a little longer than necessary to do my hair. and and I had on my notes, but I didn't get to put it in PowerPoint form. So we're gonna switch gears on that real quick. And I'm gonna walk through what we talked about on our previous live stream and try to learn something. So I'm gonna start off. Let me get um and look at it. Well, let me just talk through what I got. So I had put up my spy before you had came on a live stream. I think it was Saturday. And I had created some support and resistance and some midpoints. And this is what it was. support and resistance midpoints, and every one of my lines it hit too, boy. And I traded um today. Well, I had got the call on yesterday evening or afternoon before right before the bell. I had a 4:34 call, and um, as you can see, it hit my strike price and it exceeded my strike price, but I'm a little impatient, so I had already got out like right up in here. I
What was it at when you got it? So you bought it out the money?
no, I bought it at what's it is the 21st. I bought it. Yeah, I bought it at the money. I bought it at literally I bought it at 355 yesterday. So it was 4:30,
Nice, nice.
and um it was
Play
four
that
it
nice for you.
yeah, it was $430. It's right before the bell. And I said, what happened was, let me see. Hold on. Let me see what I got my chart on. That's the 1 hour chart. Let me go to the 1 minute chart. Hold up. Let me go to the 1 minute chart. Oh, that's from today, right? Yes, I need to go back.
I want you to look at too, as well with when you look at the SPY,
Mm-hmm.
you should also want to look at that SPX, or no, the US 500, which is the same thing. It's
Okay.
basically the forex version of the SPY, and you're able to see the price action when the market is closed as well. That's
Okay.
one thing I learned because, like, for example, there you got after hours, which is nice as well, but
Mm-hmm.
it's like not all of the price action. So it's like it's
Okay.
missing price action if you think about it.
Okay.
So it's like when you're looking at the SPX 500, you really have that true price action, and then you can compare it to the SPY because those gaps, they are significant, but then there's also price action, that's missing in those gaps that you can't account for,
Okay.
you know.
All right.
Um,
All right. That
do
works.
you have are you allowed, can you add more indicators on it, or you just, this is the one
I
where you just got
can.
through?
I
You
can.
can.
Yeah.
So I want you to do this. I want you to do this because I think it'll make it a lot easier for you too. Um, if you can go to US 500.
US. That you went add another screen, right? Like
Yeah.
that.
Well,
Okay.
no. Just go to so you can just open up the chart for the current chart you got now. Just
Oh,
switch
just
it to
okay.
US
Okay.
500. Yep. Uh-huh. So like you see how it look different.
Yeah.
How it's a little more complete as
Yeah.
far as the price action,
Yeah.
and you see a lot more. Um, Now the indicator that I wanted you to add is go to indicators.
Hold on. Let me write this down so I can remember when I try to.
Yeah.
I learned. Listen. I learned how to take that notebook and paper out. I bet you
That's right. So you should always have it handy. I mean, I
that.
always try to think of it like, hey, whenever I'm doing anything, especially having to do with the market, I always I ask myself this daily, like as an affirmation, am I moving, like, is this what, how they had like, what would Jesus do? Mine is like, what would a professional do? Like, am I being an amateur the way I'm going about this, or am I going about this in a way that I feel like a professional would?
Okay.
And a professional, if they, trying to learn something, especially in this market, best believe they got some pen and paper right there.
Hmm.
It's too much. It's too much data. It's too many data points to really remember. A lot of this stuff really gains from you seeing it over and over again. So if you don't already have it like noted to be looking out for this and watching it when it's happening, you'll learn about it and forget about it.
Yep. Yep.
You know. And you will learn, like, when you take notes, you really see the difference. Like, people have to do, I urge people to do like experiments with themselves. It's like sometimes just see, like, okay, that's why journaling is so important. And it's like, how did I perform when I was doing this, and how did I perform when I was doing that? That's how business thinks.
Right. Okay. So I got my pen and paper. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, I know you just first thing you wanted to write down was the US 500
I did.
is the forex pair.
What?
Well, it's basically like an index. It's basically like an index, like for the SPY,
Okay.
and it shows price action throughout the day, even when the markets are closed.
Okay. I got that.
You know? So, one of the indicators I want you to get is an indicator that's going to show you. It's basically going to color code each session, being the Asian session, the London session, and the New York session. And this is very important because this is just like an extra data point a lot of people aren't taking into account. But the big money, they are literally trading off of these levels. They are literally looking at how the rest of the world has traded this instrument in one session and using that as a reference to trade when the session opened for them.
Okay.
You know, so we go the name of the indicator when you're ready.
I'm ready.
It is called type in Asian session
Right
and tell me
here.
what you see
So Google. Right here.
in your indicators. Like, go to indicators.
Oh, okay. Indicators right here.
Mm-hmm. Type in Asian session, and it's gonna be that one. FXN Asian session range.
Wow.
Oh, so yeah, you got
Wait a minute.
the
I'm in the
three
wrong
limit.
one. Mm-mm.
Oh, you in the wrong account?
I'm in the wrong account. Hold on.
He's
Yeah.
like, hold on, I know I ain't paying this cost for nothing. Hold
Yeah.
on,
I know I got this. Hold on. Hold
hold
on.
on, now.
Stand by. Yeah. I'm in the wrong one. I'm supposed to be on the one that says I'm supposed to be in the one that has the Tri-City thing. I'm supposed to be in this one. Let me make sure. Let me see. Either that or my card change and I didn't change it on here.
Yeah, if you like that.
If not, I'm gonna upgrade. Okay, well maybe that was the right one. Let me go back.
I had to go ahead and get it, man. I was
I'm gonna say maybe
kind of
this.
using a little glitch in the system for a while,
Mm-hmm.
and I ain't have to pay for it.
Oh, you know how
I just kept redoing free trials over and over
you
again every month and transferring all the
you said
indicators and data.
you said you was doing free trial.
Yep, every month. And because I had the full one with everything unlocked, so hey, I saved me some money for a while.
I put this thing under. I don't remember. See, that's what I get for not doing what I'm supposed to do. Hold on, let me look at my phone. There's a way. I mean, I have I've been not doing nothing for a couple months. Now I'm doing.
You got to get one. It's like trying to go play basketball. We ain't playing in a minute, trying to just go out there in that gym and start shooting.
Right.
Like, hold on, I gotta get back warmed up a little. Let's run a little quick 2-on-2 real quick.
I'm shooting bricks all day.
Let's run some 21 real quick.
Talk to the people while we using that US 500 real quick. Let me find this thing.
Oh, okay, definitely. Hold on 1 second.
In the world.
Yeah, but I really love this US 500 ever since I was introduced to it, because I trade it sometimes when the market is not open. You can actually trade this, like a lot of people don't know, you can trade the SPY when the market is closed. It ain't over with. When the bell rings, like, that's why, a lot of times when that market opened and we have those crazy gaps, or like, it's stuff that happened that you could have been anticipating if you have been watching that price action. And the most important thing is just like, there are certain support and resistance levels that you won't see without that price action. And sometimes I really like trade the SPY on London session. I haven't been doing it lately because I told myself I'm only trading one pair. I'm just trying to really master this one pair. That's euro dollar. But that US 500. I really like to trade that as well with the dollar. Like, those are two things I'm always looking at, because the dollar is pretty much going to trade inverse to the SPY or other equities, euro, whatever. Like, the dollar, I'll have both of those on my charts, and I'm looking at the price action of the dollar and of the US 500 to gauge when I'm finna get in my contracts on the SPY when the market opens. So I feel like that gives me an edge over a lot of people, because I'm using this price action even on the smaller time frame. Like, when you use like a 15-minute or hourly, coming from that rollover from London session to New York open, you can really frame that price action to really give you advantage on that quick open, open and bell move, having that price action from London going into, because the New York session really opens up at 8:00 in the morning. It's just opening up pretty much. You only really trading that with Forex or futures. Futures open even earlier. But as far as the technical, the New York session, pretty much starts at 8:00. So the session has already started in the Forex world, at least, by the time the market opens.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm almost there.
But and sometimes I just like to practice just trading and focusing on it too. So it makes it easier for me to trade these contracts, especially when we talk about doing these option strategies, these spreads. It's really important to really understand the true support and resistance levels.
Okay. I am really off my game today.
Yeah, you can't remember which one it was?
I can't remember the darn password.
Could you reset it?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Forgot about that. Let's see.
Yeah, and we we done all been there before. I mean, man, I be forgetting my passwords all the time. I cannot lie. I have a lot of them because I just understand how these hackers, they get one of your passwords.
That's a wrap.
It's a wrap. They'll be all up in your business. So, and honestly, I have multiple trading views too, just certain ones that I set up a certain type of way, and I didn't necessarily want to change it, and I'll just switch to a different browser and open those up too.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So when you in these markets and you trying to make it happen, you'll figure something out.
Y'all be making it happen too.
Yeah. Figure something out.
I can't even darn. I can't believe I forgot this stuff. I remember when I had did it. I was with Sister Camille, and she was showing me how to back test.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I need to learn how to use that as well myself. Well, when you say back test, you're just talking about as far as just going back
Yeah.
through the time and testing that strategy.
Yep.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
you see how the guy did the other day, and he replayed
The price action. Nah, I
oh,
think
yeah.
I missed that. Nah, I
You
ain't
missed
see.
that? Yeah.
Yeah, nah, I ain't see that happen. That's what's up. Yeah, I know that exists, but I never really tried to use it. A lot of times I just go back and back test it that way. But I know, yeah, having that price action not available and just going what it's like just going to a random day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's nice. That's nice. I need to start doing that myself, especially now. Really, I, me understanding like there's different types of trades that you can do depending on the time frame you're trading on. Like you can be doing these, of course, bigger trades that you're framing off like a daily, monthly, weekly stuff like that. You have the trades that you can do that you're framing off of the 4 hour, the hourly, 30-minute, whatever. And then you got ones that are smaller, 15-minute, 5 minute, and just really understanding what helps with each session. I mean, each time frame that you're trading. So I've been doing a lot of. I started off doing a lot of trading on the smaller ones, like the 15 and the 5. So like what I'm talking about now with these sessions and understanding how the price moves around these sessions,
Mm-hmm.
which I feel like I've gotten pretty good at. Now I'm I'm trying to focus on the how that works on a weekly basis. The same way price can move from Asian to New York to London and have a certain type of price action. Price action can do the same thing from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday to Thursday to Friday. Like it would be similar to like sessions in a way, And then the same thing on a monthly, throughout the month, whether it's that first week, that second week, that third week, that fourth week, price does certain things around those certain halfway through, whatever session you're looking at, the equilibrium, something kind of happens, then quarter ways through. It's just amazing, really, actually understanding when you really understand the how the cyclical nature of it all.
Yeah. Yeah, I be listening. I catch on a little bit.
Yeah, it's you gotta see it.
Yeah, I have to see it, and then I have to do it too.
Mm-hmm.
I have to see it. I have to do it. I'm trying to put my card information in. I'm almost there.
Yeah.
And I can't remember the darn card by heart, which I normally do. So.
Oh yeah, you nice. I don't remember. Yeah, by heart. I don't even remember nobody's phone number by heart. Honestly,
I know that's horrible.
I used to, back in the days, but now I don't even try. I don't even
I
try.
know, and I think I know I had to learn because I had started finding myself in situations where the signal was gone. I'm like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
I gotta get it together. This is not good at all.
Yeah. It definitely can be useful. Just like knowing certain math off the top of the head,
I
can be really
know.
useful. If you can just, of course you can always pull out a calculator, but just sometimes your flow can flow better.
Yes, I'll pull out the calculator in a minute. I don't even be trying my little brain with, but I try sometimes, practice my stuff because I'm like, man, I don't want to. All right, let me see if I got this thing right. I don't want to lose all my brain cells. It's all my brain cells. What is this? I remember I used to tell AE, I was like, you got all those darn tabs and look at mine.
Exactly. When I saw his the first time, I was like, wow, I'm not the only one in the world.
I
'Cause
was like,
that's how mine's always been. I'm so scatterbrained.
look, I didn't even know it that exists. Cause you know, when you got HP and stuff like that, you can't do that. All those
Yeah.
tabs like that. And boy, when I got that Apple, I went tab crazy.
You know what? That's you being like a data hoarder.
Yes. And then look, I get mad when it want to update and refresh my screen. I'd be so mad. Oh man, I'd be
That's
so
why I got
mad.
this thing called Toby, this extension, and you can just hit one button and save all of them in one tab. It works really well.
Wait, what? I need to get Marquise, you got everything. Y'all so savvy with it. Hey, peace and love to everybody in the chat. Welcome to Urban Economic Finance. Financial. I read this thing and I said finance. Um. Oh, you know what? I could have did that. Remove one of the indicators, but you know, I still needed to do my upgrade. Look, I didn't add that thing 3 times, Marquis. Let me get one of them. Okay, I got it. Well, let me get this out of the.
Hold on, we gotta make sure that's the right one.
Is that the? You told me the FN one, right?
Oh
Okay,
yeah, that's the right. That's
let me
that's the
get it.
right one.
Oh, let me go back now. I took it off. Asian session.
Yep, that is the right one.
Right? Okay, so I'm gonna put it in my favorites. All right, I got it.
Now we go to settings and go set it up.
Right here?
Nah, we're gonna go
Oh,
to
the other
the
oh, sorry,
indicator
on
settings.
here.
Give me 2 minutes real quick.
Go
Give me
ahead.
2 minutes real quick.
All right, that's cool. All right, so peace and love to you guys out there in the chat. Caesar Real, thank you for telling me that I wasn't even paying attention to the chat. So I could I really could have done that, but I really needed to upgrade my trading view anyways. Because I'll be wanting to do all the savvy stuff. I want to keep my little skills up. So thank you. I appreciate it. Hey Omar, what's up? Y'all be having weird names. Y'all know Hooked on Phonics didn't work for me. All right.
Okay, we're gonna go and set this. Let me look at mine so I can give you the exact settings.
Okay.
And we can just go through it and okay.
I'm in training right now, so I'm just sharing with you all my training. So if anybody want to join us, you can. Anybody want to join the panel?
Yep, pull up. All right. So we'll go to the settings.
Mm-hmm.
Where are we at? Right there. Okay. So, all right, first thing we're gonna do, let me look at yours. Okay, everything looks good on that. Gonna scroll down. How do we scroll down? Oh, my bad. Go to inputs.
Okay. Let me go to inputs.
Uh-huh.
Inputs.
It's at the top left tab.
Oh, I'm on the show plus. Let me copy this and put it in the group real quick. I don't know if I put the link in the group or not. There we go. All right. I'm on inputs.
Okay. Let me zoom in real quick on mine because I switched it to a different monitor. It's like super small. Okay, that's a lot better. Okay. So the first one, we're going to start it off. We're going to hit 18.
18.
Okay. Then we're gonna go 0, 0, 0. Yep. Make that second one all zeros.
Okay.
All right, scroll down.
Okay, some more?
Yep.
Okay.
Scroll down till you see London. Because these are the settings for Asian.
I'm gonna have to go. Hold on, let me get my nephew to bring me amounts.
Oh yeah, let me look at the YouTube and see what y'all got going on in chat.
I'm trying to put my little button. My bad.
Is it working? Oh no. Not too
You
loud.
gotta turn it on.
Oh.
Is the battery there?
Oh, it's that one. It's going
this one?
up.
Yeah, turn it on, but ooh, boy. No, this gotta be this one. Oh, I need a battery probably.
What's the battery? Double A?
Hmm?
Triple A? Quadruple
Let's
A?
go get the mouse off my other computer.
Yes, sir.
Oh, wow. That was loud.
I'm on the bus again.
Okay, here we go.
I got to find my this thing must be need a battery. You can't let kids around your stuff, boy. I swear when you get it back. It don't work.
But yeah, fam, we're just trying to we're about to set up this indicator so that we can see how these instruments trade from one session to the other, from Asian session to London session to New York session.
Here you go.
And just really see how a lot of times Asian session, which is the session when Asia is most active in trading it, because this all lines up with the times that certain people in certain countries wake up and start doing business and then stop doing business, even when they go to lunch. Like all of these these things in different parts of the world affects the price of these instruments, you know? So they're really important. Asian session a lot of times is a consolidation, you know, it's this kind of this up and down, you know, sometimes of course you can have breaks, but a lot of times you're just going to have some very square looking type of price action. And then in London, you're usually going to see some major type of manipulation, some major run either to the upside or the downside, sometimes to even both. And then you'll see when New York session come, it basically builds off of both of those structures depending on the way that they set up. You know?
I got it, Marquise.
All right, cool.
Like this?
So
Oh, there we go. Purple on my bed.
Oh.
all right, we went to London. Okay, at London, we're gonna start at zero zero.
0 0. Mm-hmm.
The next one 0 0. Then 8.
For the hour.
Yep. So London range border color. Let's make that red. Okay, solid 2. Okay, dotted. Okay, middle range line color. Let's make that yellow. So it kind of can stand out. Let's make that yellow.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, we can scroll down now. Scroll down a little bit. Where's the little scroll icon? This thing is too small.
I'm sorry.
Okay. So can you go back up a little bit? Like go because there's still some options left on the bottom of London.
Okay.
Yeah. So where it says text color, let's
Mm-hmm.
make that white. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, I see it.
Dot yellow dot. Okay, now we can scroll down to New York.
Okay.
Now, New York, we're gonna put starting at 9.
Mm-hmm.
And then okay, 0 12 0. The border range color is green.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, dotted, and the middle range color, let's put that yellow as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, text color, let's put that white.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then let's move down. Okay, show average range. Okay, show ADR for X days. Put 5. As far as show ADR for 5 days.
Mm-hmm.
21. Show previous high low. Yellow to previous days line width. Make it 2. Okay. So it's line width, make it 2. Now select all 3 of those boxes, those 2 boxes that are unselected.
Mm-hmm.
And scroll down. That one that says orange, make that red. And then make the one that says olive, make that orange. Make the line width 4. And then hit show high, low time of day. Okay, now we're gonna go to style. You're gonna hit deselect labels. Okay. The Asian session background color. Let's go to that one. I'm sorry, neither one of those. I'm sorry, but the Asian, the fill Asian range color. Go to that one. And right here, you can move that. What is that? Opacity at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
You can move it to the right to make it more visible to your own liking, so that you can see it. Just the right way. Yeah. So make that so you can see that.
Okay.
Then go to the next one with London and make that red. and now change that one so you can see it the way you like.
Okay.
And then go to the New York, make that green, and then fill it the way you like.
Okay.
Okay, now you can hit okay. Now, so like zoom in so you can now, see that better, and go to the 15-minute.
Okay.
All right. Now you see how that works now? You see how
Oh yeah, so listen, yeah.
Yeah, how the price is framed a certain type of way. You see how for example, right there in London and in New York at the equilibrium, how
Wait a minute, I have to write down what my colors.
What'd you say?
I have to write my colors. No, what I do with my pen? Hold on. I was like, wait a minute. I forgot what the colors
and that's why as well, like that's why we could have put one more indicator too, one that also separates it by day. That would allow you to see, because you'll be able to know, like, okay, first is Asian, then New York, then London, then New York. Like that's the order. And if you can see what a week starts off at, like, okay, this is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you always know the first one is Asian. As long as you can remember like Asia blue, then you should know that London comes next, then New York. New York is last. Okay. That's the session that we trade as traders here in America.
Okay. All right, I got it now. All right, now go ahead. What you were saying?
But yeah, could you zoom zoom it out? I mean, zoom out a little bit so we can see like more of those, just more of the I'm sorry, zoom out. Yeah.
Good.
Yep. And one thing I want you to first thing that you can see, right? But I want you to see that's happening, right? Which one of those boxes more regularly, is the smallest? And actually, when I'm looking at these New Yorks, we can actually even extend it out a little more, because that you see the price that's not green.
Yeah.
After it, that's still New York session.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like all this right here?
Yeah, that's all still New York. The reason why I think I highlight mines like this is because I know that's when that beginning move happens. So like that manipulation is what I'm interested in. And then I know it's going to trend for the rest of the day.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But what was I going to say? Okay, I want you to see, all right, which one of these sessions to you, aside from what we just said with New York, and realizing that New York session is a little longer than what we perceive here, which one of these sessions looks the smallest, that has the smallest range on the regular?
On the regular, the small.
Yeah, on average.
Oh, if you had not said about the continuation, I would have thought it'd been the green.
Yeah, but with that, now that we know that, then which one would you say?
Then I would say it is the blue.
The blue, right?
Yep.
So that's the Asian session. So it's and you see most of these blues are pretty kind of square in shape.
Yep.
And one thing you're gonna see is once the blue is created, every time the red pops up, it takes out a low or a high of the blue, then goes the other way.
It does.
Right?
So here, then the red pull back. That's what you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, this one kind of the uptrend, but well, there's no blue there, but
Yeah, it's like certain, like certain on the weekends and stuff. The indicator kind of acts weird as far as like I like I don't know where to put it at
yeah,
with the Asian session.
okay,
But you see on that one, it took out both sides
yep,
that you was on. But then look at look at the one that's a little further, and it's kind of the same thing, kind of happening over and over again. With certain conditions being a little different, being a little more extreme. But then now look at from the red one to the green one. You see kind of a similar type of thing, right?
the red to the green. So the green, well, this one went on the uptrend, but this one, it up and then it pulled back, kind of up and then pulled back. Yeah, yep, definitely a pullback. Man, this one actually went on the uptrend. Okay.
So what happens a lot of times, with that green, what it does, it just kind of capitalizes off the red, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times it kind of stacks onto, it'll pull back into it and stack on top of it, but it's usually like a change in either it's going to change in direction, like rapidly, or it's going to continue the direction, right? And the thing that's going to, kind of help you to determine which one of those is going to happen is, like having those high time frame order blocks. That's the invisible information that we're kind of not seeing that's influencing some of these swing points. So let's go out to the daily now. Let's go look at some order blocks now. Let's go out to the daily and zoom all the way into like the last couple of days.
Last couple of days.
Yeah, zoom in.
Okay.
More specifically into like this month, like zoom all the way into that so we can see those candles real nice and big. All right.
Okay.
All right. So one thing I'm gonna have you do real quick. You can change this after you're done, but I'm gonna have you switch these candle colors.
I know. I knew it's coming.
Yeah, because well, let's switch the colors of the candles. Oh. The bar charts. If that helps you, we can use the bar charts, but we can still the candles really show it to us better. Like I wanted to invert the colors of the candles, change the green to red and the red to green.
How do I do that?
If you go to right click on the chart, on the regular chart, and go to symbol and the bodies. Yeah.
Okay.
Change that to red and then change that to green and then change the borders to match it. And the wicks as well. The wicks look kind of weird. All right. Cool. So, talking about what we were talking about when we went through the order blocks, which, let's say, bullish order blocks stand out to you? Can you identify the last 3 significant bullish order blocks?
The last 3?
From the closest, then you can do the ones further back, but start off with the one closest. Okay, yep, you got those 2. You got good.
Mm-hmm. And this one.
Yep, there you go. Now, since you identified those bullish order blocks, I want you to go ahead and use your rectangle tool to represent the visual. The rectangle is where the paintbrush is. Yep, and rectangle. And I want you to draw them out. Now, a bullish order block. Yeah. When you're drawing it, where do you start? Nope.
From the top? Hold on. Let me get that out.
So remember, this is a bullish order block.
So I'm going here to here, halfway.
Yes, there you go. You're showing the support from the very top of that wick to the equilibrium of that candle. Now, hold on. Before you do that real quick, click the candles real quick. Just click them. Let me see if, or you got to take that off first. Yeah. Now click them. Yeah, you don't have to double click them. Just click it one time. All right. You see that? Mm-hmm. You see how that dot is right at the equilibrium of that candle?
Yep.
So that's a little quick way I found to
have to find out where you're supposed to be putting it.
Yep.
Oh, in a way. How far do I need to go?
Yeah, just draw it all the way out. And make sure you line it up. You can readjust it and line it up. Yeah, usually I just kind of just put it on there and then just kind of readjust the edges to line up perfect. It's easier if you try to like start with that top wick and then go down to the midpoint and then stretch it out. But that works too.
Bam.
Okay. So now what I want you to do is take your line tool and draw a line from that open price of that candle all the way out. The open price, not the top of the wick, but the open, here. Meaning the top of the body. The open right price, that top of that body. Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
Let's just do the horizontal thing, make it go all the way across. Like that. Boom.
Well, it works better if you do a trend line because
we're doing a trend line.
The line that you was just on. Go back to that and trend line. Because you don't want it to take up so much space on your chart on a horizontal and like conflict.
I'm going across like that.
You go all the way to the end of the box.
Make sure it's straight. Leave it. All right.
Yeah.
Hold on.
It'd be like that.
Oh God. Okay. Come here. Go like wait. Let me get it. Oh, okay. I'm gonna delete it and do it again.
All right. Let me show you a trick. Hit the backspace real quick.
Hit the backspace.
Hit the back. No.
Not that backspace. This one.
Right there. Yeah. Twice.
Okay.
Hit it one more time. Maybe it'll go back to where you originally had it.
Oh. How many times did I do it?
All right. Go forward. Go forward twice. Now you just got to get the very bottom, that little bottom dot. Oh, now you done created a second line. Hit the right click. Hit the right click. All right, now touch that black part at the very bottom. Yeah, that, and just drag straight up. Yeah, and then you see that line. Yeah, that line helps you line it up. Okay, there you go. And then now just click down and let it go. Then just move it. Okay. All right. Now click the line again. I want you to change the color of it.
Looks crooked.
Change that to whatever color helps you represent it. That's the ultimate support right there. That's the most reactive support. Whatever color that you like, black, white, whatever. All right. So you can do this. Now you can do the same thing with the second one and the third one.
The second one. Oh, okay. Over these. Okay.
I got
you. Top of that week.
And I actually want you to change those colors to red now that I'm thinking of it as well. Actually, all right, when you're done, we're going to have to adjust these. Okay. All right, click it again. So let's change when you click on it so I can bring the tool thing up after you're done. All right, now go to the paintbrush thing that show the fill color.
Paintbrush. The field.
Change the field color to red.
Like this one?
No, the field color is the next icon on the right. That's the outline color that you was on.
Okay, field
So you
color.
can just click the box again to bring it up. Double click the box. It'll pop up. Okay. Okay. So you can do it right there. All right, change the border. Change the background to red. Or make that lighter so you can see that better.
This way?
Okay. Now change that outline to white.
Okay. Same thing on the
other. Okay. And do the same thing for the other. Then that means you have to change that one line too, because it's white now. So you got to change that one little open line to probably like a different color.
Oh. Oh God. Yellow maybe. Okay.
Well, I'll say you want to the only reason why I say maybe not yellow because if you change if you have another order block that's yellow, it might conflict. So if the whatever color I'm using for the order block, that open price, I try to make it something that's like either like black or white so that it doesn't conflict with the other colors of the other order blocks. Because if you get multiple order blocks, they can get kind of confusing, Okay. But that works. Now, of course, you don't necessarily have to draw that open line out for the other one. It's pretty close to the body. And now just do that third one.
Okay. The third one, they don't have a wick, so. Stop. Oh, gosh. All right. I got it.
All right. So now you've basically just drawn out all those, daily support levels, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now I want you to draw the last three major bearish order blocks. And they're a lot, we can see here, they're a lot smaller because, the Fed been pumping the mess out of the the markets.
So this would be one right here? This one?
Yeah, that one, or you can say the one to the right of it because it's the actual, no, to the right of it. The last red candle. Right, yeah, because it was a big reaction after that candle. Okay. So if you want to zoom in so that you can see those candles bigger, like zoom in and make them wider horizontally, it'd be easier for you to do that. Okay.
Like that.
Yeah, and then use that to make it bigger horizontally. Like grab that and push it up on the y-axis and stretch it up upwards. Stretch it from the top up on the y-axis. Yeah, on the price. Yeah, go from the bottom all the way. Yeah, like that, and then reposition it. Yeah, so you can see that better.
Hey. Look at me go.
Yeah. Now you can draw that out a lot more precise. No.
Oh, bottom up.
Yeah.
Stop it. Bottom up. Bottom up. Bottom up. Mm-hmm. 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 Oh, what happened? How do I let it go again?
Yeah, you don't want to drag it off of the chart. That's what's kind of, yeah, there you go.
Where we go? Oh, okay.
So
And change
now you
these,
want to
right?
change the colors. Yeah, you want to make the background more of like a white color, and then make the outline red. There you go.
Okay.
Okay, now do the you can.
White. Yeah, it's white. Oh, I
No, you got it right. That's right.
A little bit.
Oh, you just changing the inside color. Like,
Yeah.
the shade, it's just more of just you just wanted it to not be filled. Now let's do the two behind it. We did that one. So where's the next one? Where's the next? Go backwards, like drag it backwards. Because we're doing the same thing we did with the first two order blocks. We would consider what we're considering an order block. What do we qualify order block? What's the rule?
The red, isn't it the largest red candle? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I remember this. To the left of the. Oh. It is the largest red candle to the left of a large green candle.
Well, it's the last red candle before a large move, right?
Before
in
a
this
large
case,
move.
we gotta invert it, right? You gotta think just, and that's not necessarily think about the colors or what color the candle is. We're just gonna say it's that last candle because we know it's red in this situation. So this we're gonna say it's that last red candle because it's gonna be different if you got it other way around. It's gonna be the last green candle. But so we just keep that in mind. But it's that last candle before that big move. So in this case, it's the last red candle before a big green move. And that one, it wasn't really a big green move. It was a green candle, but it wasn't like no big, I'm saying like that one where it had 3 candles. You know what I'm saying? Like it made a large move away from it, showing that somebody came in with money and influenced the market in a major way. Change, But in the other sense, and the other one that we had pointed out right there, even though there was a little move, that it wasn't significant, like it wasn't a big, big move, So we're looking for what we saw a big move, like multiple candles,
Okay. Well, I need to go this way.
Yeah. So we go, because we're basically doing the same thing we do with the bullish ones. I mean, we usually start from the left to the right, but since you started at like right there at the right, we just went with it. So hold on.
Oh,
yeah.
one?
Yeah, you passed one. That's right too. That's the third one.
What this would be the third one?
Yeah, that's the third one, but you passed one as well. And you got to think these are swing points. You want to see them kind of breach. Remember, the other thing about it was you want to see it kind of breach a couple stop losses before it. You know what I'm saying? Like it takes out a level, then creates the order block. So like for in that instance, the first one that you pointed at to the left, you see it went up and took out a couple of those candles to the left of it, as far as the bearish order block you pointed at the first time, right? So the one I'm talking about you passed, you have to look to the right. You're looking to the right and you're looking for the bearish order block. You're looking for a candle that shows a red candle and then multiple green candles that's coming after it.
Kind of like this one? No.
You want to see it moving away from that, like somebody just literally came and pushed the price away from it.
Okay, so this I need to go this way.
No, you're going right. We're going right. Because remember,
this way, we're gonna make this way.
Yeah, because we already drew out that first one. We were supposed to start from the left to the right, but we went from the right to the left. So you did that first one all the way to the right. So we were looking for the next one after that. Remember, you chose that one, but it didn't really have a lot of sponsorship. So what is the next red candle before multiple green candles that push away from that red candle?
And it wouldn't be this one?
Nah, you already picked that one.
Let's read
That's
that
you
one.
already drew that one right there. And remember, we said that one didn't really move away from it. So let's keep going to the left. Let's keep going to the left. No, left. Let's
Oh, this
go
way.
to the left.
Oh, okay. We should be going this way.
Left. To the left.
It wouldn't be that one?
Nah, it's like you keep skipping over.
I'm skipping over you said.
I want you to think of the pivot points.
Oh,
Yes, right
this
there.
way.
Right there.
You know, I
You
was
gotta
like,
look at
you
you
know
gotta
what?
look at those pivot points that's making,
Yeah, because
like
it went the opposite way.
exactly. And what did it
Okay.
also do to the last or let's start at the R before we draw that one. Let's go to the other one you picked to the left of it.
This one?
First time. No, the bearish order block that you picked, and I was like, yeah, that's the one, but we gotta find the one.
Oh, okay.
No, to the left.
Oh,
right,
it's
right there. That first
yeah.
one you picked.
Right
there to the left. Yeah, let's draw that one.
Oh, you want to do that one?
Yeah,
This
let's
one,
draw
right?
that one first.
This one?
Yeah.
Right here? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm on that first. All the way over?
Mm-hmm. All right. Not that a little bit. Bring it back a little bit.
Go past that.
Once it break above it, then all right, you can stop it. Like right there.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, bring it to the left a little bit
more, innit? Yeah.
Yep, right there.
Right here.
That's good. Yep, that's good right there.
All right.
All right, now let's do that last one right there at the top.
Once it break above it, right? So it'd be about right here.
Yeah. All right. Now, what I want you to see, right? Zoom out some. All right. Now we seeing how it's reacting off these levels, especially the bullish ones, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's bouncing off these bullish order blocks and definitely going higher.
Definitely trending up.
Right.
Yeah.
But the bearish order blocks, it's maybe a react off of it very briefly, but it's breaking through it, right?
Breaking, yeah.
So what do we say about, once it breaks, it creates this resistance, and then it breaks above it, it becomes what?
Bearish?
It becomes support.
Oh, it becomes support. Yes, right. So this becomes support. That's resistance. This becomes support. That's resistance.
No, the bearish order blocks that we just drew out.
Right here.
Yeah, those were acting as resistance. But ultimately, it broke through that resistance.
Yep, it broke through.
And if you look, it started trading on top of it.
Right, up here.
So we're gonna change those. We're gonna change those two to blue. Change those to blue. Change the colors to blue.
The inside or the border?
The inside. Because those became breakers. When we anticipated them as being order blocks, but there was very brief, reaction off of it because we had so much bullishness. So much, because if we understand, even if we're looking at this chart, we're looking at it technically, but we at the same time we understand the economic backdrop of what's happening. With the Fed really just disregarding these resistance levels to a large extent, just pumping the market.
Let me plug my laptop real quick.
Okay.
As it wasn't plugged, so we be man down. I got too much going on right here. Okay. This. Alrighty. All right, I got it. All right, I got it in.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So yeah, you see how, you know, this resistance isn't really that strong a resistance, just breaking straight through it, you know, and using it is becoming support. Now, even right now, where you see we just came into a daily bearish order block.
Yep.
But if we look at what has been happening, it's kind of been breaking through it. So, and we have a bullish order block right under it that catapulted it to where it's at.
Yep.
So, you know, that would be something that, you know, that can be anticipated. Hey, once we break above this point, you know, then we can have, you know, some, you know, a breakout, another breakout, the same way we've been having, you know, the same type of situation where some people are probably thinking that, oh, these are double top, you know, and getting ate up, you know, trying to play puts and stuff.
Right.
But,
yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, but if you see the price action and you see once, you know, it broke above that level and it had became support. So now let's go to the 4 hour now.
Okay. And this was on a daily. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You said on a 4 hour? Do I click right here? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Bam.
So can you scroll out a little bit?
Okay.
Let me scroll. Well, yeah, in. My bad. In.
Let me do
Make
it.
it close. Yeah, yeah. So
I get this thing off. That's that Fibonacci. How to? Oh, right here. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Now drag it to the left.
The left.
Drag to the left so we can see the beginning where those order blocks where we first drew them out at.
Okay. Right here.
All right.
There's no more over there. Right. There you go.
Okay. So a lot of times as well with these order blocks too, let's zoom in into that first order block, like the beginning of that first bullish order block with that blue open price.
Okay, you want to zoom in?
Yeah, let's zoom into like that you see that W shape it created?
Yeah. Right here. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Let's hit. Yeah, we undo. Yeah.
Yep. Bam.
So you see that W shape it created.
Uh-huh.
So one thing about the order blocks is like the order blocks become activated once it like breaks above it. You know, we're anticipating like, okay, this is gonna be once the candle closes and lets you know that's an order block, you're not anticipating for it to break above it. And once it break above it, you're anticipating for it to come back down. And now it's going to become a support and react off of it. You know, like it. So you can see here, it kind of did it twice.
Yeah.
The first time is when it broke above it, went above it, but went above it a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Did it pull back?
Well, this is when it's created. The order block was pretty much created where you got your cruiser at. So like the order block wouldn't technically have been here yet. It's not really created until the down close finishes at the bottom where we can when you draw it out, you just see that it starts right there. But if we was trading, if we was sitting here looking at it, the order block hadn't formed yet. The order block officially formed when it broke out that second time. Right there. Yeah. Once it broke out there, if we had some type of a program that made it pop up, that's when it would have popped up.
Mm-hmm.
and it broke up. It moved away from it, went up. It even took out those two equal highs. Like let's get a white line. Let's get a trend line real quick so I can show you this. Get a trend line. And do you see the top of those wicks on that M shape to the left?
Right
to the left, yeah. Draw a line on top of those, like just basically create like kind of like a roof for it.
What?
I could.
Yeah, and then take the other one,
It's not
draw it out.
Oh, is that you?
And make it white.
Oh, you make the line white? Okay.
Yeah. Make it white and make it more thick, like
Okay.
put it on like 4px. Yeah. And now draw that, grab that the right side of that white line and pull it all the way out.
This way?
Yeah, right there. No, not all the way, but just so that you show when it broke above it. Yep, right there.
Okay.
So you see it broke out. It broke out of that order block, right? And created that order block. And it took out some liquidity sitting right there at the top.
Yep.
Right? And then it immediately traded back down right into that open price, that blue line. No, I mean right there, the first time
here.
it did.
Yeah.
No, right there at the bottom of the blue line. Let's follow the price action from the bottom.
Oh, here.
Yeah. So like when you looking at price action, you want to follow it kind of in chronologically order, like you're following it like it's like a trail. You know, so follow it from. I want you to follow it from the bottom of that order block.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Because it went here. It went back up. It came again. Dipped some more, but it came right back up to the white line.
Yeah. Then hit off of it, and then it went higher.
Went back high. Yeah.
And what stopped it from ultimately going way, way higher? That bearish order block that was there. We had it blue because it's a breaker because we're looking back on it. But if we was trading this live, it would have just been a regular bearish order block right there. And it kind of stopped it from really going higher. Like it went higher and breached above it. Yeah, you see, every time it tried to go high, that bearish order block was stopping it from going higher. Every time it reached up, it reached up into that order block, but that order block acted as resistance and knocked it back down. So follow the price action. It's going up. The order block hit it because it's like a story. When you're looking at price and you're looking at this, like it's telling the story. So it helps to like kind of narrate what's happening from one point to the other, one pivot to the other. You know, because it help you predict which way it's gonna go next. You know, so it's going, and what's happening is reacting off of that order block, not letting it really go higher until it come and does what? It comes back down and hits off that bullish order block again, right down to the T, to the top of it.
And that's when it hit here.
Yeah, well, before you got there, let's go back to the left where it hit off that order block.
Okay.
All right, the bullish order block. All right, let's follow the price. All right, let's start right here at that open where it hit off that open there. When it hit the white line and went down, right? So follow. All right, we go up.
Yep.
We hit the order block.
Yep.
It drops us down, little squiggly line down. Through that little range. We try to go up again. Well, I mean, keep going to the right. Like we count that little range of going down as one move.
Oh, okay, boom, we're here.
Yeah, that boom. Like, all right, it goes down. Now the next move, it goes up, hits the top of that order block, and it knocks it back down. Goes up again, hits the top of it, it knocks it back down. But it kind of breached it, but you know that lets you know that it's trying to get there. You know,
undecisive, and it came down with the
So it knocked it back down. A little consolidation real quick. Then what happens? Drop straight down, hits that bullish order block.
Yep.
Right? Now it just reacts on a big move going up. Right? Now we're above that bearish order block. Let's drag out that breaker that we got that's blue.
Mm-hmm.
Let's drag it out to the right a little bit so we can see how it traded on that as support. Bomb. So once we got above that former resistance, now it's back to support and it's trading above that support, support. You see, moving higher. It goes higher. You know what I'm saying? More support. To then it goes, bounces again. And if you see what it bounces, it's bouncing off of order blocks on a smaller time frame.
Yeah, I seen that.
You know what I'm saying? So it moves up again and goes up and continues or go all the way to that peak right there. So more than likely what's happening right there is there's probably like some big high time frame resistance right there or something, that kind of might have caused it to have that reaction there. But let's say, all right, now we go down, we trade down, and we create, at that point, we created a bearish order block, which we have in blue now, right? But it was a bearish order block. So at that time, we try to go up, we try to move, we go down, we try to move up, we hit that bearish order block again, and we go down, bomb, and what we hit again?
The support
that original bullish order block. We hit that open price again, right? And we react off of it straight up. And we're going up, and we run into this bearish order block that we reacted off of like twice. So it's going to try to act as resistance, but that daily order block is just trumping it. That daily order block we just hit off of just disregarded it. So now it's trading as support because it done broke above it. Big move, now it's support. Now let's drag that all the way out. Let's drag that blue one. Let's drag that blue one all the way out. That form of resistance, let's drag it all the way out to the end of that order block. Boom. So you see with this price action here, we make this big up move. We had that big up move, we have a little pullback and a bigger up move. And then, we make a down move where now we create another daily order block. Before we go all the way down, we made right there. Now we go up a little bit, then we go down. We create the daily order block right there. Now we go up and trade into it, and it acts as resistance. And we shoot down, drop all the way down, and we hit again. What we hit now, that other daily order block that we created back there, and also that form of resistance also is lined up with that daily order block, giving you multiple levels. You know what I'm saying? Of support.
Think about.
Exactly. So it just and then it reacts off of it like crazy, and now we done made our way right back to the daily bearish order block, and we also created a daily bullish order block right under it. So like that's kind of how you have to read the price action to get for where you went, to get where you need to, you know what I'm saying? To where you go. Now we at a point now where we know, okay, we can get a reaction, but we've been having a lot of strong bullish support. So I wouldn't really bank on trying to trade that short for real, I'd rather wait for it to trade back down into that bullish order block we just created.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To try to get that breakout.
Yep.
And then once it gets above that form of resistance, we know we're going to get another support to get a move higher. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, indeed.
Now let's go to the hourly.
Okay.
Where we can now see some of these sessions. And just like maybe like we're going to look and see how, remember when I told you these order blocks is influencing how these things is moving from one session to the other. When is going to do that quick rejection, or it's going to take out one level and then do a quick reaction the other way. You see now, even when we look at these sessions, like the Asian session, and we see where, it becomes London session, and then like up there at the top, that bearish order block.
Right.
Or even, or even if we look at, that bullish order block, we see, if we was looking and we understand the time, like, okay, we in New York session, okay, we in London session, and plus we got these order blocks right here. So it's probably just going to move above that Asian session, and then it's going to reject because we're running into a bearish order block. So from London to New York, we're not. We looking maybe a little more bearish. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if we was trading options, a lot of people might think that was thinking that day at that time that, oh, this is just normal, a little pullback. We're gonna go higher. They didn't know we was gonna drop for 2 days. But if they was looking at this bearish order block, once we got and saw how in London session we traded up into the top of that order block, they anticipate how in New York we gonna drop. You know what I'm saying?
I'm tracking a little bit.
Even if we're looking at the bullish order block, the last bullish order block that we're reacting off of right now, look at that Asian in New York session. I mean, the Asian in London session and New York. Right what here lets us know we're not finna drop lower is the fact we got this bullish order block right there that was created. Now, when we was looking on the daily, that bullish order block right there, it looked like it was just a tiny little move right there, right?
You did.
It was like one little tiny candle, but when you zoom in, it's an actual move that you could have traded. Let's go to the 15 and look at it. And let's pull the the y-axis up so we can see that price action a little bit better, and then squeeze the x-axis in and tie it tiny little bit. All right, nah, that's good. Yeah, that looks good. So we see right here an Asian session, right here the blue one, on top of this bullish order block. We had Asian session. We traded down into this bullish order block, and then no, I'm talking about the Asian session right there. Yeah. We trade down into there, London session, we trade down into the bottom of that Asian session, and then we push straight off of that bullish order block. So at this point, we would be looking to anticipate price to fall back down into this bullish order block, which is also pretty much like the equilibrium of that Asian session as well. And that'll let us know going into New York, we're bullish, which is what happened today.
Man, I should have known this day before. I would have stayed in and got me some extra dollars.
You know what I'm saying? It just
like,
really
don't come out more because you gotta look up. It's gonna go up just a little bit farther.
Yep, you can see, and then you see how because of we follow how that price action been trading, and it seen a pattern pretty much that it's been doing. We can anticipate that. Now you could have even did something with maybe you might have traded 2 contracts, right? And let's say you did let it ride to the top of New York, and you sold, at the top of New York, sold one of them, and then you moved the other one to like a break-even price to see if it's going to trade above this bearish order block and become support like the other ones. And then you could have let that second half ride.
Yeah, I could have, because I only had paid $21 for it.
And that's, you put in, and that's how you put in those strategies together. And it's just, even we can also, also look at order, even right here on the daily, we can also see that that's a 15-minute order block as well that it hit off of to give us more confirmation. That last green candle, like on London, you see that last green candle in London before it moved up off that bullish order block? Nah, to the left. The last green, to the left. Yep. Oh, no, that last green candle before the big up move. The last green candle, right? Before the big up move of red candles in London session.
London is the red.
The red, yep. So we're looking at the last green candle. The last green candle.
Oh, what do you mean?
That's the first green candle of the session.
Oh.
But when I say the last green candle before last green candle before the big red move, right? The last green candle is the one. Move to the left. That is technically the last green candle, but go to the right like 5 candles.
To the right.
Like 5 candles. Go back.
Okay.
Go back to the left, Right there. Hold on. Go to the right like 5 candles. Count 5 candles over to the right.
Okay. You talking about this one? I'm on this.
Yes. Not
Yes.
actually to the left one. The green candle to the left
That
of it.
one.
That one right there. That is the last green candle before that huge up run. You see what I'm saying? Because that's what this concept is. We're looking at the daily, the weekly, whatever. We're trying to find what candle catapulted it the other way. You know? So in this situation, that was that last green candle. But remember, if your candle colors are the right way, it actually would have been a red candle before a whole bunch of green candles. But we have it inverted so we can see it easily, spot it easily, and that green can tell us that means up. So we don't even have to draw order block because that white line of that daily bullish order block pretty much lines it out perfect.
Yeah, it does.
And price come and hits it. So that means price moved away from it and it reacted off of a daily order block with a 15-minute order block as well. And it really helps with the order blocks when you have multiple order blocks on different time frames line up. You got multiple confirmation. So a lot of times when I'm trading, bullish order blocks like this, because this bullish order block is pretty big. Like, the price could dip down.
It's big.
For a certain amount. And if you just got into that, you might feel like, dang, where do I buy within this whole range? So what you can do a lot of times is wait for another order block to be created inside that range and trade off of that order block. Because you basically allowing the large time frame and the small time frame to line up. And that's a lot of people that's a lot of issues people have trading. Like they get mixed signals. Like, okay, they see it's bullish on a high time frame, but on this time frame is going short. So they get confused. They don't know what they think, and now they just need to trade short. But instead of doing it, why don't you wait for the smaller time frame to align with your higher time frame analysis to create your trade and plan around? Okay, I see on a high time frame we're obviously going up. So let me, on my short time frame, let me create my strategy around where there's some short time frame support that forms, and I'm being patient and waiting for that.
Okay. I'm understanding a little better.
So let's do this. Let's go to euro dollar.
Euro dollar.
And we're gonna, do it again. That's the only way we're gonna get it, right?
That's the only way we're gonna get it. Wait a minute, which one of these little things?
No, that was it right at the bottom, right? You was right by it.
That one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Look how clean that look. See, this don't got the same thing going on with it as they got with SPY right now. SPY is trading crazy right now because it's just being pumped. This is more regular looking price action. You see,
said pump PUMP?
Yeah.
Okay.
That Federal Reserve manipulation, bond buying, all this type of stuff they got going on.
Yeah.
But in this one, it's a lot more efficient. You see how symmetrical this price is, how it's going up a lot, it's going down a lot. It looks more symmetrical.
Mm-hmm.
There's more movements. There's more natural advances and declines. And one thing that jumps off this chart to me seeing as well is that 618 retracement. Like you can look right here at London. Like I can read this price action. This is because this is how I'll be looking at it, right? Asian session, that blue one, not the one we're on now, but the one before that blue one, right?
Mm-hmm.
What happens after that blue one? We open up for London,
mm-hmm.
purge that bottom. We take out the bottom of Asian session, and we take out the bottom of that New York session.
Yeah.
And you see how the bottom of that New York session, you see how equal those lows look, how artificial that kind of looks. Like it's like somebody just gave it a haircut at the bottom. And because that's artificial support, they supporting it, they're wicking up that level because they're stopping the price from going lower at that point. But then they're gonna make everybody get suckered, right? Everybody who got long in that New York from that up move after Asian session, and then when London session came, they got everybody. They took everybody's ran their stops.
Everybody out.
And then they start taking price up the direction they wanted to go. They took it up to the top of that Asian session, to a bearish order block at the top of that Asian session. If you can really kind of see, there's an order block resting right there, a small one. And then it went down, came back, and reacted at another order block. We're looking at London right now. Let's follow the price action from the bottom of London. The bottom of London, right there, the bottom.
This one?
Right? And where's the bullish order block right there?
You talking about this one? No. That's
the last green candle, right? So what price did? We moved away from that?
Yeah, move big time away.
Big time away. That's what you really want to see. That's when the order blocks really work. When you see that big 1 or 2 candles and the price just shoots away from it, because you know the price that's not efficient. The price is going to want to come back down and trade that more efficiently. Just think about, it's like painting. If you're painting and you just take a paintbrush and you just make one quick stroke, a line, it's going to be thin. It's going to be inefficient. You're going to have to bring the brush back a couple times and color that back in so that it's efficient. And that's how price works. It doesn't like big, huge gaps and stuff sitting there for too long. It's going to have to go back and fill that in with smaller price action. So it comes back and it fills that in and it comes right back to that order block. And that's also a 618 retracement. And we're moving. And I guarantee you there's probably some type of high time or order block that is acting as support of that. So let's go to the daily.
The daily? Uh-oh. Brother Mathis asked, could he use this method with the SPY?
Yeah, definitely. But that's why we was just looking at the US 500. The US 500 is the Forex version of the SPY. So you would just be using the SPX 500 to do this to do this strategy. If you're also looking at the sessions, now you can trade order blocks and things like that by itself, just with the SPY. But once you want to also add into these sessions, you can see that price action that the SPY can't show. And then what you would do, you would use, both of them. I have both charts. I have the SPY up on one of my, little tablets. And then on my main analysis, I have the US 500. So what I want you to do, I want you to draw out the daily order blocks.
The daily order blocks?
The daily bullish order block. Just the major bullish order block. The closest one, and then the major swing one that, like, I'm pretty sure you can see the one I'm talking about. Right?
This one.
Yeah, let's do that one first. Let's draw that one out.
Okay.
And even looking at this price action like this, it'd probably be even good to even look at the weeklies. But we're just gonna look at the daily for now. We're not gonna take it that far. Yeah. So go on and draw that bullish order block right there.
Okay. It's too high.
Now, one thing you need to lift it up because it's not. You have it at the bottom.
Should be putting it.
Remember, when you're doing the
body of the candle, right?
All right. From then, that's where you might help to have this. I'm pretty sure you have wrote this in your notes, but it's from the top. If we're talking about a bullish order block, we're talking
from the
about
top of the wick
from the top of the wick to the midpoint of the body.
To the mid. Thinking about bearish.
With the most reactive part being that open price of that candle. But you don't necessarily have to draw it out right now. But just know that that's there. So now I want you to draw the bearish one, the most recent bearish one.
Okay. It'll be this one.
That is a little bit further back. Let's bring it a little closer.
So
no, closer. That's even further back.
Okay.
So when I say closer, I mean closer to our time, closer to the right of the screen.
Oh, okay. So that would be, wait a minute. It could be that one or that one.
So yeah, let's focus on that one. I mean, ideally we would draw both of them out.
Big move.
But let's that is we can go for that just because it did take out a previous bottom in that move. But it's also running into that daily bullish order block. But let's draw that one out.
Okay. And that one we're going from the bottom to the middle.
Mm-hmm.
One of these is supposed to be a different color. This is supposed to be red and white.
Yeah, you got to change the colors manually. You got to change that one to, first of all, change that one to red.
Red.
Yeah.
White border.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then change that other one to white in the middle and red. I mean, white in the middle, red on the outside. Just change the middle of it. Yep.
Oh, you changed it blue when it changed resistance, right?
Exactly, when it becomes a breaker. But at the end of the day, like right now, we at a point where, okay, we're reacting off a daily order block right now. We did a huge move away from that, and we're reacting off of it. But it's kind of relatively kind of flat right now. This is the second time we were reacting off of it. We reacted off of it already the first time when it hit off that daily bearish, like where we have those two candles, the green and the red one right next to each other. That was the first time.
Oh yeah,
there, which that is a valid trade as well. So there are plenty of people who was able to buy right there and sell right there. I traded euro dollar. That's what I went long on.
You traded that right there?
Yeah, that's what I posted in the chat. I didn't trade that move. I traded that big move away from an original.
This one?
Yeah. No, that big move going up.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
Oh,
I traded that. Yeah, I traded that. Hold on. Matter of fact, no, I didn't. What is this? This is daily. No, I did trade that. What I'm talking. I traded today. I'm sorry. I'm thinking this is a smaller time frame. I traded the actual move that it hit off of today. That's what I traded.
Oh, okay.
So let's go ahead and zoom in to hourly or 4 hour.
4 hour?
Yep. Make that wider. All right. So you see when it originally hit that bullish order block on the 12th or the 13th, when it went down and hit that, we traded up off of that point. We created and we went straight down and hit that bullish order block right there.
Right.
And even from right there, what is that? 1773. And if you go to the top of that move, no, the top of the next move, like I'm trying to count the pips from
Oh,
the
from here?
bullish reaction to the top of that bearish order block. I'm trying to count how many
Oh,
pips
from
you would have
here?
made the next one. No, when it hit off the bullish order block,
Oh, when it hit here?
not a bullish order block.
Oh, here.
Yeah, I'm trying to see how many pips that is from right there to the top of that bearish order block where it hit right there.
Right there.
So what is that number? 1829.
Mm-hmm.
And what was the starting point?
The starting point was 17,705.
So that's like 60 pips or something, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's like 50,
How do you
60
count it?
pips.
How do you count it?
Well, you're counting it by the last two digits, or the last four digits after the decimal. What is that? 100th? Well, 1,000th? I don't know.
Oh, okay. So from that, okay, yeah. So 7. That's another class.
You can actually go. Matter of fact, go to the tool when you pick out your profit loss. All the way to the left. Your tool. Go to your toolbox.
Over here?
Yeah, go down. The one on top of the smiley face.
On top of the smiley? Wait, what?
No, to the left. It's on your main panel. Yep.
Oh, okay, right here, this
on
one.
top. Yeah. And go long position.
Long position.
All right, now go all the way to the right. All the way to the right. Right. All right, now go to the bottom to the top of that bullish order block.
All right.
Yeah, now go to the right though, where we was at, that open space, right? Go to the right some more. All right, now click right there.
Oh.
Yeah. Now pull the bottom of it.
This?
Pull the bottom of it up to the bottom of that order block. Okay. No, the bottom of the order block. The bottom of the order, right there. Now grab the top of it and pull it down a little bit to where we probably would have actually took profit, which is pull it down right there. Because that's more reasonable where I've been looking to take profit at right there.
Okay.
So yeah, that's basically 50 pips.
Okay, I see it.
Yep, that's basically 50 pips. So let's say if you was trading a standard lot on this, so that means for every 10 pips, that'll be about $100.
Oh. Boy, that's nice.
You know? Like when I trade, if you look at my trades, a lot of times I just begin like 10 pips, maybe 20 pips at the most where I usually go for. So I usually trade 2 lots. So if I'm trading 2 lots and I get 10 pips on both of them, I'll make 200. Oh. So if you get 50 pips, that's basically like making 500.
Oh, nice.
So just off that first move, 500 was made, and let's say you waited for the next order block to be created. That'll be where we at now. You see that order block? We're on a 4-hour. Look at that bullish order block that's sitting on top of that daily order block right now. The last green candle. Not that one, the next one.
This one.
Yeah. So that's your 4-hour order block. So go and draw that out.
And draw that out and put the blue?
Yeah. Make it orange.
Orange.
I usually go with orange for the 4-hour.
Orange in the body.
Mm-hmm.
and the line, the border, white.
Mm-hmm. You might want to make that orange like a little darker. I don't know if you can really see that.
That's like a go.
And you can also make that white border smaller too. Like put it on 1 3px.
You said the white. Oh, wait. Okay.
Yeah, put that one right there. Put it on 1.
Okay.
So now we looking at for price to possibly move back down into that 4-hour order block where it's also stacked up on top of a daily bullish order block.
Gotcha. And then that would be a good entry, you're saying?
Yeah, that'll be an entry where now you have multiple levels of support. You got your defined risk being the bottom of that order block. And you can either go down now, go down to an hour. And make it wider, longer.
Like this?
Yeah. All right, now we can see now. Also, we can go back and look. You see where it hit. If you scroll to the left a little bit, where we first hit that order block.
Yep. Over
look
here.
At that. Yep. Remember, I'm telling you, like, if we didn't have this order block right here, we wouldn't know why that Asian session didn't go lower, or why that London session only wicked down that little bit, then went straight up. Why it didn't take down that Asian bottom? Because we got this big daily bullish order block right here acting as support.
Here, waiting for it to come over there and join the team.
Exactly.
So at some point, what we're saying is at some point, price is going to get up to that level.
Yeah, and at some point, look, price even traded under that Asian bottom.
We
came and took that low out, and immediately after we took that low out, we had that up move.
It's up move.
Then we did what? We went and hit off that bearish order block. Even right there, we hit off that bearish order block when we first hit off that bullish order block back. That's, you see how these order blocks basically just kind of frame the range right now, like support and resistance, like your roof in your basement. To where, remember we talked about the option strategies of the spreads. I could play an iron condor here, meaning that I'm gonna play a spread saying that the price isn't gonna go lower than this bullish order block, and it's not gonna go higher than this bearish order block. And I could have collected premiums from the decay from people from both sides, just because it's not going to reach outside of those zones until it does,
Right.
Or you can have the bullish premise. Every time I hit this, I'm gonna take me a little, like, and once you get into a smaller time frame, like the 15-minute, 5-minute, we saw that move was 50 pips. So you can go to a smaller time frame and just, jump off of a small, trade and get a quick 10 pips of that. So that's what I essentially be doing. Like, I'm trying to, frame out where, okay, I could get 50 pips, off of this idea, but I'm at least, get my 10 pips, lock in my money, and try to see if I can let the rest of my trade plan play out. And when you in that position, it's a lot less stressful.
Right. Yes, it is.
So it's just a point of really drawing out the levels and just remembering, like, okay, with trading our short time frame, we're trading, the most important things is those daily order blocks, those 4-hour order blocks. Those are like your high time frame support and resistance. Of course, there's weekly and monthly, but I feel like it'll be kind of it'll be a little bit too much to be trying to watch all that right now while you're trying to figure this out. It's easier to focus in on one or two things, like we've been talking about this whole time.
Yes.
Instead of, we could draw all kind of order blocks everywhere in every direction. That's why I'm being very meticulous with, okay, let's pick the major ones and just look at the major ones and ignore everything else.
Yeah.
Same philosophy we was just talking about with the whole business type situation. Then once you can kind of at least get a hang of doing the daily and the 4-hour order blocks, then maybe you can now start pulling into what the weekly and the monthly and those smaller time frames do. But for now, I just want you to understand, trying to find, I'll say one more you can look at, and that's the hourly order blocks. So, but only looking at the hourly for that small time frame confirmation, like we just said right here, with like when we just pulled out this. Oh, this is the hourly. So it ain't even supposed to be orange. It was supposed to be yellow. That wasn't even a 4-hour order block.
Oh, this one.
Oh yeah, it was. We was on 4-hour, weren't we?
Yeah, we was on 4-hour.
We just zoomed in.
Yeah,
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. That's what we're looking at. Like, you're looking at daily order blocks, bullish or bearish, to make your trades. You're looking for the price to hit that, to activate that order block, trade above it or below it, activate it, then move rapidly away from it, like at least 20 pips, a nice amount away from it, and then come back to that level and hit it. And when it hits that level, now you're zooming in and looking for a 4-hour or a 1-hour order block to kind of confirm it.
Okay. Gotcha.
And once you have that, you jump in there, you define your stop loss, you define your profit targets, and you have these sessions to kind of, anticipate. Like if you got an order block, like when we was trading this bullish order block, or let's look at the bearish order block when it first hit it. If we were sitting in New York session, we know we're sitting here close to this order block. So we know that when Asian or London session happen, we're going to have a move deep into this order block and then a reaction. We can kind of anticipate that. When the second time it just hit this bullish order block, when we sit in an Asian session, we're kind of in the middle of a bearish order block and a bullish order block. It's kind of sitting at equilibrium. Actually, that whole little range, that day before that, you can see Asian, London, New York, and then that Asian again, all pretty much trade equal in a really tight consolidation range. So that's telling you, like, this price is finna go one of these ways. It's gonna hit one of these order blocks. So it's gonna be in London. Either London, New York, it's finna hit you. It's finna go hit one of these ranges. So you just sit and anticipate it, and once you see it trade and hit that level, then you're finna have a reaction. Other way, even if this was like the SPY, or we was trading the SPY or something. If in London you have that movement that hits that order block, then it's more probable that in New York now
it's gonna go the opposite way.
You're gonna have that move, so you can still use it, for stocks as well, especially the dollar. When you're trading the dollar, the stock market or the S&P, the major indices are trade pretty much inverse to the dollar. So whatever the dollar is doing, a lot of times the stock market or even other major stocks that are part of those indices or whatever, they're going to do the opposite of what the dollar does. The dollar is going to pull and push them wherever they need to go.
Okay. I'm going to check on this some more. Probably. This is giving me motivation to do some extra lives in between the weeks. So we can practice.
Yeah, definitely. Just practice identify them, spotting them, doing back tests and seeing what happened when you're drawing out, and just, make sure you got those rules and you following those rules, so you definitely be able to grasp.
I greatly appreciate your time.
Yeah, for sure, man. Appreciate everybody rocking with us, man. Definitely peace, power, profit to all y'all. yeah, I just keep doing it, man. Keep learning. Stay dangerous, you know.
Grinding, we get it. Oh, man. All right, thank you, Marquise.
All right, you already know. See you. See you in the chat tomorrow.
I know. Yeah, let me see if we make a power move.
I'm probably about to take me a nap so I could trade London at 2:00.
2 a.m.
Yep.
Yes, indeed. I'm gonna get that one day. All right. Peace, power, and profit.
Peace, power, profit.